Runaway NZ Open leader Belen Mozo hits the brakes after bagging ace at lucky 13th. Runaway NZ Open leader Belen Mozo hits the brakes after bagging ace at lucky 13th. Spain's Belen Mozo aced the 13th hole at NZ Women's Open. Belen Mozo thought she'd won a car, but had to make do with a 5-shot lead at the halfway stage of golf's New Zealand Women's Open at Windross Farm, south of Auckland. Mozo was the talk of the fairways on the second day of the historic LPGA-sanctioned Open, the 29-year-old Spanish sensation scoring the first hole-in-one of the tournament at the 149-meter par 3 13th en route to a sizzling course record 8 under 64 that took her to a 14-under total of 130 for the tournament. She is 5 shots clear of rookie Californian pro Emily Tubert, 19-year-old Canadian sensation Brooke Henderson and Sweden's Madeleine Sagström, who are tied for second on 135. New Zealand's Lydia Ko is a further 3 shots back in a tie for 12th at 6 under. Belen Mozo leaps for joy at scoring a hole-in-one, but the car on offer for an ace is only eligible to be won at the weekend. The highlight of Mozo's round, which also included 8 birdies and a double bogey on 17, was her ace on the lucky 13th, where she played a perfect 7-iron that landed on target and took a laser line to the hole for the 5th tournament hole-in-one of her career. She celebrated in typically ebullient fashion, and then turned round and kissed the Infiniti car that was on display at the hole and she presumed was now hers for the taking. It did not take long for the brakes to be hit, as she was informed the vehicle was only up for grabs at the weekend. Belen Mozo watches the ball disappear in her hole-in-one. "That's karma, man," she said afterwards. "I should never do that." The same thing happened last year in September in Germany, at the final round of the Ladies European Masters, also on the 13th hole. I was in the final group, in buckets. No one had made hole-in-one before, so I thought, yay, I've won a watch or whatever. I got to the green and oh, I'm sorry, 2 groups before you they just made a hole-in-one. I really thought I won it. I looked back and saw the car and was this is mine. Of course only in the weekends counts. But her brilliant 64, on top of her opening 66, certainly counts, and puts the Spaniard, who has 4 top 10s in her LPGA career but no titles, in a strong position at the halfway stage of the tournament. Spain's Belen Mozo celebrates her hole-in-one on the 13th tee. She birdied the 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th and 9th holes to turn in a 5 under 31, and then when she also birdied 10, aced 13 and birdied 14 she was 9 under for the round and looking at something pretty damn sensational. Then things turned just a little ordinary over the run home as she parred 15 and 16 and then double bogeyed 17 when she hit into the water and took a less than favorable drop. She at least birdied the 18th to finish her fabulous round on a high note. "When you score like this everything seems so easy," she reflected. "I got perfect weather but you still have to perform well. I just played really easy golf and I left myself very makeable putts. I stroked the ball really well and overall was in a really calm state of mind." Belen Mozo had her pleasure at scoring a hole-in-one dented after finding out the prize car for such a shot could only be won at the end weekend. "In a way I was happy I had a little bit of up and down in the back 9 because it gets me going for the weekend. The first day was perfect golf, and the front 9 today was perfect golf." So I'm happy I got a taste of what it feels like to be suffering to make pars. This is Mozo's third visit to New Zealand, after playing twice previously at the Open in Christchurch, and it is fair to say it is turning into rather a special place for the Spanish fitness fanatic. "I love New Zealand," she said. "I'm a very bubbly girl. I norm go into the weeks really happy. I decided to get here earlier, do some fun stuff, like jump off the Sky Tower last Sunday, and in this state of mind it's super cool. People are like New Zealand is so far away. I was the opposite, just super excited. Everywhere I look it's amazing, the food, the people. I think you need that." And her mindset now, with that lead, and the maiden title within her grasp? There are 36 holes, and a lot of things that can happen. I'll go out for dinner tonight, probably have my bubble tea, joke around, wake up, go to the gym, do the same things. Golf is a very hard sport, so you never want to put yourself ahead of what's going to happen. I'm competing against a lot of girls, the golf course, the weather. You just never know. Tubert, off early on Friday, had the day's best round of 65 until Mozo burned up the afternoon. She had 7 birdies and no bogeys for the best 18 holes of her short LPGA career. Henderson followed her first round 65 with a more modest, though bogey-free, 70, which included birdies on the par 5 5th and 14th holes, while Sagstrom, a fast-rising rookie, continued her excellent form of 2017 with a 67 to back up her first round 68. They are a shot clear of a quartet comprising Wales' Amy Budden, China's Yan Jing, Spain's Maria-Jo Uribe and Landslide Suwanapura, while Korea's Choi Na-yeon, Spain's Beatriz Ricari and Sweden's Pernilla Lindberg are tied for 9th, a shot further back on 137. New Zealand's Lydia Ko worked her way into contention with a promising 4 under 68 to improve to a share of 12th on 6 under 138, though she has a lot to do to haul in the runaway leader if she hopes to secure a 4th New Zealand Open title. Christchurch amateur Amelia Garvey completed back-to-back subpar rounds with a 1 under 71 on Friday to easily make the cut, 1 over par, netting 78 players, on 141, tied for 36th. She is the second-placed QA and third amateur overall.